Thank you so much for joining us this evening. Today we are going to do a skills lab on data visualization. So to get us started, we're going to kind of review these three main questions. Just what is data visualization? Why is it an in-demand skill? And how can I upskill? As well as some more tips and tricks. To get us started, we have a quote here from Mira Gonzalez, who is the director of analytics at Texas A&M University, and they have here that every job is a data job these days. The digital transformation is real and it's here, and that's definitely something that we are going to go over a little bit more in this presentation, just how we can see it appear in all of our different sectors. And so as we think about career communities, you can really work with data in any job that you have across any industry. So what is data visualization? Data visualization is the graphical representation of information and data. Data visualization is the cross-section between communication, information, and design. And so this is where we're really seeing that cross-sector analysis here. By using visual elements like charts, graphs, and maps, data visualization tools provide an accessible way to see and understand trends, outliers, and patterns in data. So what are some common types of data visualization? We have simple visualization, which would just be graphs, pie charts, maps, stuff that we can do in Excel. Some of you are doing a lot of this, if you have taken quantitative reasoning, a lot of that is simple data visualization. We also have text analysis visualization. So these are more word diagrams or word bubbles. These word diagrams identify prominent concepts by revealing the most important words through size variation. So down here, we kind of have an example of what that is. Below, some other common types would be information graphics, or as we probably commonly use it, infographics. It's a mainstream tool of getting information across on social media, as well as data journalism. This relies on digital visualization is one of the prime ways that we report information regarding the world around us. And so we see a lot of this come election season. So in the next couple of weeks, we are probably going to be seeing a lot of data journalism, just going over the different election results. So why is data visualization important? There really is not one professional industry that does not benefit from making data more understandable. Every STEM field benefits from understanding data, and so do the fields in government, finance, marketing, history, consumer goods, service industries, education, sports, and so on. So as we kind of have mentioned already, data visualization can really impact everything. It might not be the primary thing that you're doing within your role, but it could be a good chunk of some of your future careers. And so it's a good thing to keep in mind. Do I enjoy working with numbers? Do I enjoy communicating complex ideas in a way that is visually pleasing and easy to understand? If that sounds like you, that's probably something that you want to play around with and develop more as a skill. Finally, data visualization sits right in the middle of analysis and that visual storytelling piece. So why is it an in-demand skill? Simple answer, it's in every industry, and you really can't have a job that doesn't work with some sort of data. The three benefits of data visualization: one, it provides visual immediacy of complex information. Two, it allows for real-time access to meaningful insights. And three, it enables visual data storytelling. And again, this is just kind of another example of data journalism, where in this kind of in this infographic, we have the track of national unemployment, gains, and job losses. And we can kind of get an idea based off of the colors, where things are really moving and shaking, and maybe where things aren't having as much move. To continue our conversation on why it is an in-demand skill, 90% of information is transmitted to the brain visually. We are exposed to 5 times more information today than we were in 1986 just through social media. High quality infographics and just the increase of technology as well. High quality infographics are 30 times more likely to be read than plain text. We just appreciate concise information. And the human brain processes visuals 60,000 times faster than they do text. So as we're thinking about data visualization, we might want to consider some best practices, especially as we consider how we can use this as an in-demand skill. So one way is to set the context. It's important to provide general background information to ground the audience around why this particular data point is important. To drive an action, the audience needs to understand how current performance compares to something tangible, like a goal, benchmark, or other key performance indicators, which is a KPI. And key performance indicators is just an important thing to understand as you consider any future role that you are considering getting into. But what this is basically trying to say is, in order to get results, people need to know what they're acting towards, and data visualization is a great way to get people to act. Data visualizations practices continued. You want to choose an effective visual. If you remember back in a couple slides ago, we went over some of the different models. You can have maps, charts, data visualization, those word charts. Those are all different types that convey different types of information. So you want to make sure that the method that you're choosing is effective. Specific visuals are designed for specific types of data set. Ensuring that the visual actually assists the audience in understanding you want to ensure that the audience can understand your main takeaway. And any misalignment of charts and data can result in the opposite and confusing your audience further versus providing clarity. For instance, scatter plots to display the relationship between two variables, while line graphs display the time series data well. You also want to know your audience. Think about who your visualization is designed for, and then make sure your data visualization fits their needs. What is that person trying to accomplish? What kind of questions do they care about? Does your visualization address their concerns? I think age and other demographic features are also important to this. Are you trying to talk to someone who is in college or has a college level education, or are you trying to convey information to middle schoolers and elementary school students? How you convey that information through visual data is going to look different. You'll want the data that you provide to motivate people to act within their scope of their role. If you're unsure if the visualization is clear, present it to 1 or 2 people within your target audience to get feedback, allowing you to make additional edits prior to the larger presentation. Finally, you want to keep it simple. Data visualization tools can make it easy to add all sorts of information to your visual. However, just because you can doesn't mean that you should. You want to be very deliberate about the additional information that you add to focus user attention. For example, do you need a variety of colors to communicate your idea? Are you using colors that are accessible to a wide range of audiences, accounting for colorblind audiences? So if we think back to the example on one of the previous slides about election results, we have to be very conscious of the shades of red and blue that we're using in case we have any visually impaired audiences who might want to view our data. Design your data visualization for maximum impact by eliminating information that may distract your target audience. So probably for a lot of you, this is why you came to our presentation tonight. How can you upskill in data visualization? We're going to go over 5 free data visualization tools over the next couple of slides. So our first tool is Tableau Public. Tableau Public is a free platform to explore, create, and publicly share data visualizations online. A quote here is, connect the data in various formats to create beautiful, interactive visualizations with a drag and drop interface, no coding required. So this is a great entry-level tool to kind of get started on playing around with conveying complex ideas in a visually pleasing way. And then we got that there. Lost my presentation. The next tool is Infogram. Infogram is a browser-based visualization platform that offers interactive charts, graphs, graphics, infographics, and maps to tell the story, and has many free templates to choose from. In addition to supporting local data uploads, it also supports uploads from Google Sheets, Dropbox, MySQL, and direct JSON database data feeds. Tool 3 is Flourish. So you want to explore and explain your data with beautiful visualizations of stories, publish, present, or download. There's no need to code or install software. Tool 4 is Pictochart. Pictochart is the visual content maker for businesses looking to improve their internal and external communication. You can easily create infographics, reports, presentations, prints using one online platform. So if you're noticing there's a lot of similarities between a lot of these free platforms, I think the best practice is just going to be going around playing with these different programs and then figuring out what might work best for you. Our final program is Visme. Visme is a tool offering the ability to create presentations, infographics, and other visual content. And then our bonus tool is LinkedIn Learning. I wanted to bring this up because all of us as DePaul students have access to LinkedIn Learning through our DePaul account. So I will go over that on the next slide. But for those of you who don't know, LinkedIn Learning is an on-demand library of instructional videos covering the latest business technology and creative skills. It provides personalized course recommendations and is designed to help you achieve your full potential. Some of the features it includes is personalized recommendations, 24/7 access, no deadlines, and it's created by industry experts. So right here, earlier today when I was getting this presentation ready, I wanted to see what data visualization courses are on there, and there are a lot of choices to choose from. And it's nice because you can choose through courses, and so it'll just kind of take you through one lesson or a couple of different lessons, and those are typically anywhere between 45 minutes to maybe 3 hours long. Or you can take a learning path that's going to take you about a couple of days to a couple of weeks to complete, because it's going to be over 10 hours and it's really going to be a deep dive into learning data visualization and becoming an expert on the skill. Or you might want to take more bite-sized pieces of information and watch maybe like the 2-3 minute videos that aren't really courses and just kind of get that information out there. And so before you go in and play with maybe the 5 tools that we reviewed on the previous slides, it might be helpful to take a look at the couple of these videos to get some more background information before jumping in. And if there are any other skills that you want to learn and develop, there's probably going to be a LinkedIn Learning course there for you. It focuses both on hard skills and soft skills. In terms of accessing your LinkedIn Learning account, you get in through LinkedIn Learning through your DePaul DPU credentials. So this is going to be your username and password, however you log into D2L or Campus Connect. So you can take LinkedIn Learning anywhere you go with the apps. You can stream and download courses for offline viewing if anyone has a long plane ride coming up as we approach finals and winter intersession. This might be a fun way to pass the time instead of those shows that you've been putting off watching instead of studying. So once you have the app downloaded, you can open LinkedIn Learning app, select sign in, select organization login. So this is your DePaul credentials, and then use your blue key login. If you enjoyed today's event, we have 2 more events coming up. If you want to learn more about recruiting and diversity, equity, inclusion, and not maybe in general, or if you want to learn more about how to do that within nonprofits and just social responsibility. Next Thursday, November 3rd, from 3:30 to 4:30 at the Lewis Center, we have a Double Demon alumni, Rebecca Hernandez, coming in to talk about her role as a diversity, equity, and inclusion recruiter. If you are unable to come in person, there will be candy, post-Halloween treat. If you are unable to come in person, there is a Zoom option available. And then if you want to do another kind of skills lab, career toolkit, we have a networking basics event that I am hosting on November 7th. So in 2 weeks from just like this, from 6 to 7 on Zoom. If you have any questions and the Career Center isn't open, or if you would like to review kind of any of the information gone over today, we have our career library, and this is just over 50 handouts of any industry kind of insights and questions about career exploration that you could have. So I recommend checking that out. And just connect with us. Feel free to reach out, schedule any appointments, come into the office. We're located in both the Loop and Lincoln Park.